Hey guys, it's Tuesday. I just came back from the Bahamas last night. So just a side note, all of the Bahamas have not been destroyed. I just came back from Exuma. It was beautiful, paradise. The people were incredible. I don't think I've seen a more beautiful place, honestly. So if you do want to go to the Bahamas and you think that all of the Bahamas have been destroyed, it is not the case. Actually, the other islands that were not affected as badly are suffering because people are canceling their trips and flights, and they rely heavily on tourism. So do your research, of course, but feel free to take that vacation to the Bahamas. I would take it 10 times over. It was great. So other than that, talking about real estate today, I want to talk about the differences and benefits between a pre-approval and a pre-qualification. I have a very close friend of mine whom I love that has just been pre-approved, and we are now on the hunt for a perfect place. But it dawned on me, a lot of people don't know the differences between a pre-approval and a pre-qualification, and if there are any repercussions for going through that process. Now, a pre-qualification is ultimately a conversation with a lender. So the lender will ultimately tell you, one, if you can afford what you can afford in this market. Also, if you can qualify for any programs, or if they have any special programs or loan products within their establishment that could help and benefit you. So qualification is ultimately you as the buyer telling the lender what you know to be true about your income, your debt, what you want to do in order to plan on paying off certain debts, and your timeline on when you want to actually purchase. So they can tell you what your roundabout number would be in regards to a mortgage or your purchase price. And kind of you can use that as a barometer in regards to when you start looking at properties on the market with your agent or on your own, kind of looking what your money can get you. And if you see stuff that's just not what you like or up to par to you, then you can have a follow-up conversation with your lender, letting them know, what I really want is going to cost me another $400 a month. What do I need to do to get there? So they can guide you and put you on the right path to make sure that, one, you're not wasting your time trying to accomplish personal goals that you think will help you be a better candidate for a homeowner when it may not be the case. So they can tell you, what you need to pay off, how much of it you need to pay off, where you need to get your credit, where your credit needs to be, where your debt income ratio needs to be. So those types of things the lender will guide you and help you with. Now, the pre-qualification is free. They're not going to ask you for any application. They just want to have a conversation with you, and they don't pull your credit. So this is ultimately just to kind of get you started on the right foot. Now, once you start getting serious of wanting to possibly put offers in, or if you're getting really close to the time frame that you really want to start looking seriously, then that's when you do a pre-approval. Now, a pre-approval is a little bit more intensive. It is ultimately an application that you fill out about your job, where you work, your income, your debts, and then they also want you to furnish documents, which would be like your taxes, your bank statements, your pay stubs. They also want to see any 401k documents to see kind of where your money has gone that you have saved. So those are important to lenders because they want to make sure they are, in your head, you might think you paid off certain things, or they find something on your credit that you didn't know was there. You don't want to be in that position when you start making offers. So it's important for the lender to make sure that you have a solid income, you have solid financials, and that you aren't going to be in a situation where you can put yourself almost in a foreclosure situation. You don't want to buy something you can't actually afford. So that's their job. So it will be a little bit intensive, but it's for your own good. So don't be afraid to have that conversation with the lenders and be very candid with them about what you want to spend. So ultimately, that's the main difference between a pre-approval and a pre-qualification. Otherwise, if you have any questions about the process, or if you need any lender referrals, feel free to ask. Happy to help. Otherwise, see you later.